Let's do it.
Hey, so the Let's Do It is now on the podcast. Point
Woo.
being, hello and welcome to another episode of A Stoner Home Companion with my wonderful co-host Curtis
Our home
Stewart.
companion. Wait,
Oh God, we have to restart.
no,
Okay.
no, let's just keep going because you got to push through. That's what we talked about the other day, right?
Yes, you're right. A Stoner Home Companion is my radio show.
Mm.
This is Dumb and Dumbest, my internet podcast.
Oh,
Totally separate
internet
medium.
podcast.
I'm sorry.
Ours,
Anyway, our podcast.
our
Yes,
podcast.
our podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a music industry podcast where everything is terrible and the house is on fire.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Anyway, today we have what I think is a really interesting subject. We're going to mull over. We got to keep it a little brief. We're going to probably turn this into a series,
Oh,
but or like several related episodes. Point being, we're talking about launching your band.
yes.
Okay.
I'm excited. Can I briefly say that I was just walking home. I was out this morning, and a group of teenagers called me sir. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know if that's considered to be they're being nice to me and they're just saying hello, sir, or if that's considered to be condescending. Matt, since you're closer to a teenager, what does that mean?
I don't know. Teenagers call me sir, but that's because I look like I'm 40.
So if you said hello, sir, to someone and you were in middle school or whatever they call it, junior high school, would you have considered that to be condescending, or would you have sincerely been saying hello, sir?
That's a good question. I mean, I think so. I wouldn't have said hello, sir, when I was living in America, but when I was living in France, like that was just the default way to refer to a older man when speaking English.
Because I don't remember if I would have said something like that. Because there's like 1,000 kids out today doing the Terry Fox run. So I'm walking along minding my own business, and this one kid says, "Hello, sir." Okay.
Did he give them money?
No, I was kind of well. At first, I was confused why there was so many kids running around me, and then I asked one of them finally. I said, "What are you guys doing?" Oh, Terry Fox run day, and I was like, "Oh, I thought it was tomorrow because my daughter's doing hers tomorrow."
So for those of us at home who aren't familiar, what is Fox Run Day?
Terry Fox run? You guys don't know what Terry Fox?
No.
Who Terry was?
No.
Oh, I thought they taught it in the U.S. too. Okay, so Terry Fox was this, I think he was like 19, 20 years old, might have been 21, 18. He wasn't that old. He got cancer like in the 70s, 79, 80, something like that. And he went on a run across the country to raise money for cancer. And he ended up dying after he went across country. But there's like statues to him and stuff here. And every year, all the schools go out and all the kids run to raise money for cancer research or awareness or something like that.
So he's like the Forrest Gump of cancer.
Well, I wouldn't call him Forrest Gump, but yeah, he's really famous. Like I thought he was famous in the U.S. too. I thought they did stuff for him in the U.S. too. But here it's like every single year in September. I think it's the anniversary of his death. Don't quote me on that.
I could just be ignorant. I am perfectly receptive to that.
Well, I thought they did it at the schools there too. But you went to school in America, did you not?
For a few years.
Yeah, if they did, you probably would have heard about it then, I would think. But
who knows? Anyway.
But anyways, he's a big cultural icon up here. There was a movie about him. You can look him up on Wikipedia. Terry Fox, donate money in his name, blah, blah, blah. There's my good deed of the day.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, I was called sir and I was confused. That was the moral of the story.
Okay. Anyway, point being, launching your band.
Yes. Don't call people sir.
I would call people sir. I'd call me sir if you're trying to get my attention.
Well, it depends on the situation. If you're trying to get Matt Bacon to get you to do something for you, call him sir for sure.
Yeah. Actually, in all honesty, I'd probably think you were a spam bot.
Okay.
Anyway,
don't call him Mr. Bacon.
Dr. Bacon, if you please.
Dr. Bacon. So we're talking about again? We're talking about how to kickstart your band, right?
Yes. So we're talking about how to kickstart your band.
So what's the first thing you want to say, Matt?
Okay, so I think a big mistake a lot of bands make is they come out right away with a full length.
Okay.
And I'm of the belief that you should be coming out with I'm of the belief that you should be coming out with an EP.
Really? Why is that?
Well, for a couple of reasons. One, it's a hell of a lot cheaper.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
Which is important if you're you know, a new band and you're not trying to like go balls deep. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do.
well, like there's value to having the discount option, if you will, you know. And also, like, okay, I actually literally just did a Bacon's bit about this. If you record an EP first,
Mhm.
it so not only is it a lower barrier of entry, but it also like you don't have to have like you can just have like it's a lot easier to write 3 really good songs than it is to write 10 really good songs,
Agreed. Yeah.
you know. And so it just helps get more you know, and you can use that to get shows, you know, like
You know, how does that translate well sales wise though? Because I've always been under the impression, because I like EPs, I prefer them to full lengths because it's easier to digest. Hour and a half long albums, I'm not too fond of nowadays. But I have been told more than once that many publications will not take a new band seriously with an EP. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. But
yeah, well, here's the thing is that I think an EP is good because again, it lets you get your feet wet. If
okay.
you're a band and you haven't played live yet or whatever, odds are you're probably not great.
Yeah,
Like,
at least live, you're not going to be great in the
you know,
studio.
like it's probably wise for you, you know, and like your songs will get better if you play them live and if you play them a lot with your band.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I always think like, well, if my songs are going to get better because I'm playing them with my band, well then
Mhm.
why not, you know, like you can re-record those songs. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and then the songs that you don't reuse, those are just EPs. They're like specials from people who knew us back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, like there's
How do you
no
feel about recycling that content into part of your full length, like a lot of bands?
that's what I'm saying is you
Okay.
like if you're doing an EP just to get your feet wet, just to get some shows to like sort of be like we have something tangible,
Okay.
you know, there you go. Like, yeah, EPs aren't sales leaders. Labels aren't going to put out an EP unless you're a very established band. Yeah, but if you're a new band and
Hmm.
you're not like a bunch of established names,
Yeah.
well, hell yeah. You know what I mean? It's
You're just looking at getting a product, any product out there as a first thing and
exactly.
getting your feet wet. That makes sense. I agree with that 100%.
Exactly. And I think that's a very important way to approach it is like, okay, this is the beginning. Like this is the taster.
Yeah, it gives
People
you a
don't
product to sell, so that way you're not going to be just playing a show with nothing to follow it up.
yeah. This
Yeah.
is, you know, this isn't expecting everyone to fall in love right away.
Yeah.
It's just a way for people to see. Someone's ringing my doorbell. Curtis, fill the dead air.
Well, I'm going to talk about Matt Bacon and about how great Matt Bacon is for a few minutes. No, just kidding. So, anyways, I do agree with Matt on that point right there about if you get something out, it's better than having nothing, because then that way you have something to actually promote the band with. And to a lesser degree, I don't know how Matt feels about this, but I do also think that if you really, really, really are on a budget and you can't afford to even get some CDs pressed or some tapes pressed or whatever, I think it's a smart idea to just release a few tracks digitally. Um, Reason being, again, is because of the fact then you have a product there that people can actually purchase or download or keep, even if it's just like a non-physical version.
I'm back. This has been a mess of a show. Thank you guys for staying with us this long.
You don't even know what I'm talking about right now, Matt.
Is it cats?
No, I was actually talking about your penis, but no, I just what I was saying was that I agree with you on the thing about that you should have that an EP is a great thing to start out with, so that way you just have a product, any product out there. But I said also, if you can't afford to even do an EP, having something an EP as a digital download could even suffice too.
Yeah, oh for sure, for sure. And it's also I think a question of like, you know, this you like it's good I think to be able to have the EP out because again, you just need people to hear something,
Yeah.
you know, and then from there what you can totally do there's, you know, is just have it in your plan to release a record within 12 months.
Yeah. Are you of the school that a band should try to release frequently, or they should release something great every couple of years?
It really depends on. Oh God.
Yeah,
Now AT&T's
after your
testing
day.
the emergency wireless system. um,
That's awesome.
yeah. Anyway.
So what were you saying? Do you think which one do you think is a good idea to
Um.
slowly?
Yeah. I think.
Cops are gonna bust down your door any second now.
Oh my God. It's so bad. I think that it depends on your situation.
Yeah.
If you're touring heavily and you have that behind, and you have like a show schedule
Mhm.
and you're playing festivals, etc., then it makes sense to do things once every couple years, right? Because like
Like
you put
Heavy Temple would be a good example of that.
yeah, you put your thing out, you go out and play a ton of shows. The reason the touring cycle takes 2 years is because the people doing that are fucking busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Heavy Temple, like have to like to take time to record is hard for them. Not
Yeah.
because they don't want to record, but because people give a shit. You know what I mean?
Unless you're elite who's in like 10 bands.
Yeah, exactly. But like
I know what you mean though.
you appreciate what I'm trying to say, and I think
I
this
do.
is
I've just being a dick.
you're always a dick.
I know.
Um, but yeah, this is sort of the key, right? Is like if you're a band trying to make good, appreciate. Okay, well, we need to catch people's attention, and obviously, the most obvious way to do it is getting in front of tastemakers, doing shows, because that's the beginning of your funnel. That's how people start to pay attention. But if you can't do that for whatever reason, then having more material can compensate. I
Yeah.
mean, but also look at a band like Avenged Sevenfold,
Mm-hmm.
who put out a record last year, trickled out a bunch of like B-sides throughout trickled out a bunch of B-sides throughout 2018, throughout 2017, throughout 2018, and now are getting ready to release another EP of like rarities, and they're getting ready to release an EP of rarities and other shit. Like that's fucking cool to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not getting that from a lot of bands, and it also keeps them at the top, and it kept them at the top even though Sinister Gates unfortunately had a pretty bad health scare.
Yeah.
But like they kept having songs come out, so like even though the lead singer of the fucking band could not fucking talk for 2 or 3 months,
Yeah.
and they're still huge.
Yeah.
Like that's insane, and I'm also obviously very glad for Emma Shadows, that he's doing better, obviously, but like that's crazy.
That is very crazy. I agree 100%.
And I think you need to respect that. I think you need to appreciate that, because not a lot of other bands are batting on that level. So
Yep.
always have new content coming. Always be ready to deliver this new content and be ready to like actualize it, capitalize on it, grow your name around it, but that being said, playing shows is very important. Always, you got to grind the shows.
Isn't the guitarist from Twisted Sister the manager of Avenged Sevenfold, or am I thinking of the wrong band?
I think you're thinking of the wrong band, but I don't know that for a fact.
Just was wondering. Okay.
Anyway, so that's sort of the main. So I think that makes a good first episode in this series. Basically just saying, look, guys, if you are trying to start, building a name for yourself or whatever the fuck, there's significant value in if you're trying to build up a name for yourself, there is significant value in putting out an EP first.
Yeah.
Now, there's a bunch of other stuff I want to get into, but we're trying to go for a shorter format on this podcast, so we'll tackle that tomorrow.
Yay!
Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Curtis, what do you have to plug?
Oh man, I have so much that has come out today. Let me just check on the calendar. Like I've literally had like 5 or 6 stuff that's streaming today. So I don't even know where to start, man. There's like there's so many things here. So number one, we're going to start with fuck, that one hasn't even come out. You know what? I was going to say stay tuned, and you'll see everything that's happening today. Check my Twitter feed. This is coming out tomorrow, actually, right? So I'm going to plug Agony Kings. Our mutual friend Mike Stack's band is putting out a video tomorrow, which is going to be today, with his band Agony Kings, and it's going to be on No Clean Singing and Legacy. So check that video out, and then stay tuned for everything else that's streaming today. It's a whack load of stuff because there's 114 albums coming out tomorrow.
Yeah. Exactly. Otherwise, we've got that Ambassador record coming out, which Curtis and I are both working on, which we're very excited about. Really great band, really great people.
That's got one of the 114.
Yeah, the stream dropped, I believe, on
Sledgelord today. Yeah,
Sledgelord today, which is Thursday. Mm-hmm. So that's really exciting. Again, really, really deserving band. I think they've got some real potential. I'm curious to see how they sort of evolve in the next few months and years, kind of going forward.
They're going to be huge if we can somehow get them in front of the right people. That's the thing, is that if we can position them somehow in the front of the right people, I have no doubt in my mind they could be huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my own opinion. Like, if they had the backing of a medium-sized label, I think they would fucking take off like no tomorrow.
I agree.
Yeah.
Anyway, good. So we wanted to share that. Otherwise, just because it made a ton, to celebrate this making me a ton of sales, if you want $25 off a bio, please hit me up about it via DM or email. All this information is going to be in the show notes. We made the episode about bios, and I wrote an article, and we made a couple other things, and I made like $250 on selling bios. So like, let's keep the energy flowing, just say you like me and I will give you a discount. I am so insecure. Oh my God.
Are you going to do that stream for me next week if I say I like you, or what?
No, I hate you. I have a deep personal hatred for Curtis Dewar, just in case any of you were curious.
Yeah, because I sent him like 5 people this month, so he hates my guts.
Yeah, deep burning hatred. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. This has been not a Stoner Home Companion.
Are we done yet?
And not the gas meter checking.
Are we done yet?
This has been Dumb and Dumbest. We are done.
Good.